Good morning. As I'm in not, I wouldn't call it deconstructing, I'll call it reconstructing my faith and reconstructing my life. Something I was listening to kind of made me want to share my opinion, right? And it's just that, an opinion. But there's some strong feelings behind it, I'll admit that. Um, I want to say that there's certain things that I do believe about, Jesus Christ and God and stuff like that. And one of the things is that he said that vengeance is his, right? And he also said that he will not be mocked, right? God says that he will not be mocked, okay? And when certain types of people, right, especially popular figures, unfortunately, some of those popular figures have had some very strong um, and I would say very unfortunate takes, right, before they uh, unfortunately lost their life, right? And y'all know y'all piece together and realize who I'm talking about, right? But when you mess with someone who says, or a being that says, he will not be mocked, right? And you understand, or you begin to understand that a lot of the things that are in the Bible, right, were written by people who they didn't have broader language to explain certain things, or they didn't have um, the translations, right? English is one of the youngest languages, right, in the world. And um, not saying it doesn't have history, but I'm saying it's young, right? We are still adding words, right? We're still developing words to our dictionaries. And English didn't have the breadth to sometimes a vocabulary to describe some of the themes from these other languages that was trying to be expressed, right? And that's at least what I believe. And so people are saying things, right, are taking to me, and I'm not going to say take God out of context. What I'm saying is, I think that there's things that we just don't understand because we weren't in that time. I also think that when a God that says, a powerful being that says that he will not be mocked, when you take his name in vain and you spew hate and things that he is against in his name and say that you are called by his name and say that you are all about that movement and that type of faith, but you spew hate and discord and you speak with a vitriolic tone about people that he has created, about beings that he's created, y'all are mocking him. Y'all are making a mockery of him. You are an embarrassment to the very same faith that y'all said you have. This is why I do not believe that Christianity and conservatism are the same thing. I do not think that most conservative people, I do not think y'all are Christian. I don't think y'all are really Christian. I think you can have conservative values and be Christian, but I don't think that conservatives in general are Christians because the prudishness, the hatefulness, the separatist attitude, the elitist attitude, it's not Christ-like at all. He wasn't like that at all. So what are y'all talking about? And he also says that vengeance is mine, which means that he's gonna get like he's gonna get his lick back on people who mock him, who make a mockery of what he stands for and what he said that we ought to be. And who's to say how that vengeance looks and how it comes? I'm just saying. That's my 2 cents. I'm out.